So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy Ferran Torres is another talented Spanish wide player, although he's done well when he's played centrally when required. I mean, very capable in possession, we all know that, but he has this real drive about him, something that makes him very good in those one-on-one situations in wider positions.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final...
Can he finish? Robertson. Messi. Crystal Palace, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now it's... Oh, shooting chance! Not the most accurate pass. Picked out brilliantly. He's having a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Now, can they get him away? And he's making progress on the ball. Quick look, then plays it in. Looking for options for movement. Ferran Torres tries to pass it. Ferran Torres! And that is doing no harm at all.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Still goalless. Robertson. And it's Messi. Jimenez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's a sharp little ball here, and the through ball. And he's there to get it away. Looking for the run. Shot could be on. Oh, great leap! And he doesn't look too happy with that.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo. Played back into the centre. Now it's Kane. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres proves just a little bit too strong. It's a searching pass. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Walsh. Back towards the middle. Lacroix. High. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And the return pass. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And we have our very first corner. Crystal Palace are looking to go forward now. Alexander-Arnold. Can he get it through? Son Heung-min. He's being urged to shoot. He's had a shot! In he goes again. It's there! And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Now it's Kane. Crystal Palace ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Now it's Kane. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Ferran Torres. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Son Heung-min. Played out to the left flank. Great ball, and he's in, has a shot! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Well, the team's still separated by 1 goal, but it should be very different. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. And so the action is resumed.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And this is Kane. Ferran Torres has the... And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Lacroix. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And Akanji. High. Arhan. Now it's Son Heung-min. And here's Son Heung-min. And he's picked it up out wide. Camavinga. A header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. Played in by Son Heung-min. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Messi. That's a shade optimistic. That has not gone well. He's picked his way through. Cross. Impressive jump. Harmlessly behind. Ferran Torres looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It's gone for a throw-in. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another.
Decent chance! And he couldn't finish.
Messi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Lacroix. Now there's a fine ball. Nice interception, well timed. Zielinski. Now it's Kane. That has been slung wide. So what can they make of this? Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Chance, surely! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Tries to play it through. Oh, played through for the wide man.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Arhan. And here's Son Heung-min. Takes the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Messi. Looking to play him in. That's been cut out, well played.
Crystal Palace truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
And he'll shoot here! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Substitutions taking place.
Crystal Palace have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
I think we're just about done here. Now it's Foden. Aimed beyond the defence. He's in plenty of space here. And he shoots! It's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
2 added minutes has been
And
indicated.
very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit with...
And the referee brings it to a close. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Ferran Torres claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering...
Diaz! He's done very well to get to that.
Diaz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's fabulous. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's had it taken off him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's found the chance for a shot! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good ball, good... Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. Quarter of an hour played. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Out of play for a throw. Played into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He is through. He's having a shot! And they've got rid. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Diaz. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And this is Shevchenko. Played out to the left flank. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now it's crossed into the middle. Arhan. And it's Kurzawa. Looking for options for movement. And Shevchenko! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing leaky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Paris Saint-Germain have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Diaz! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Some resolute defending there. Spread out to the left. And that was asking for too much. High. Now it's Diaz. looking for the run. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now it's Diaz, pass somewhat off target. Diaz finding himself in space. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! Fantastic from Diaz! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that really is so... And Shevchenko! Oh, it's hit the post! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Van Dijk gets across and deals with it. Messi. That's going wide left. Oh, good-looking ball. He's looking wide, and they can counter here. He's got away. Shot a goal! And that's a dangerous ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Changement.
Away we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Donnarumma claims comfortable.
Shevchenko clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zielinski. Lacroix. Guéhi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Shevchenko. And he skips past his man. And he's managed to get free. Has a look up and delivers. And that's the keeper's ball. Guéhi wins the duel this time. And here's Messi. Delivers the ball. And he was alert to it.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And that's definitely not his best. Diaz going forward. Looking to play him in. He shifted it to the flank. He has found the way through. Hangs one in. Oh, good climb! He will be livid with himself. bit of skill, and he's away.
Might want to be careful there.
Guardiola. Ruben Neves. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side.
Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Succumbs to the pressure. That's a good foray he's making. High. Spread it left. Ferran Torres gets into a good position. And he whips it in. Keeper's dealt with that. Ruben Neves! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, they've got it again. Great vision. Serginho. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Shevchenko looking to add to his goal. Defending was strong and firm. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Ruben Neves. Threads one in. Ferran Torres. Cross from Ferran Torres. Guehi can get it clear. Messi running with the ball. And he's had it nicked away. Lacroix. Oh, what a mistake! And the shot! And how did he not put that away?
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Ferran Torres. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Diaz. He's found a way through. Oh, he's having a go! Brilliant save from Toulouse. Diaz is holding his leg there, a worrying sign.
Yeah, his pain is now pretty obvious, Peter. He's not the type who pulls up unless something's hurting.
Well, he is going to soldier on by the looks of it. He's having a hit! And that is wildly off target. Zielinski. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He can run onto that. And this is Messi. Incoming delivery. Oh, that was vital. Oh, that is a nice touch. There's the shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Neymar, surely. He has an array of skills that can elevate the quality of a match or change its course with a flash of brilliance. His talent can take this game to a higher level of excitement, and I hope it does.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Bergkamp! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. McAllister plays it short. Good read, needed to be. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, strongly challenged there. Shevchenko. And he shoots!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Aimed beyond the defence. Bergkamp. It's Bergkamp!
Inter definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Dani Olmo! That's another chance! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping. But even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to.
And Shevchenko! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Tries to dink it through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely. He's had a shot! Oh, what has happened here? And he's straight offside. He's under a lot of pressure there. Can he spark a counter here? He's shifting through the gears here. Shevchenko. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied.
Tries a shot! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Attenzione, la sostituzione.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Inter Milan are having a ball here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, it's come loose. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Son Heung-min looking for options for movement. And he's picked it up out wide. He's found a way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He won't be happy with that one. De Bruyne looking to play him in, and it's been played through, and he's definitely onside. Good take. Goes for a shot! Goal! They are purring, truly purring.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Inter Milan are... There's the shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Big chance! And no mistake. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Another one. This must be his personal high. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Shevchenko. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Right, Shevchenko. Chance, surely! Camavinga. Neymar. Stood up well to him there. So, a temporary halt to the action. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. The second period is underway.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the...
Struck first time! Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And it's De Bruyne. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's been slipped through. Alexander-Arnold. And this is Neymar. And he's there to belt it away. McAllister. The counter-attack is on here for Inter. Showing great feet there. He's got away. Aimed at the far side. Oh, important interception. Camavinga. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Gyökeres. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evident. Decent chance! Oh, denied at the last. So, third corner of the game. Serginho goes short. Backward it goes. And it's Olmo. And a chance! It's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Oh, it's Bergkamp. Oh, super find. Shevchenko, real chance! Andrei Shevchenko! Formidable! Truly formidable! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast!
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass somewhat off target. Now, can they get him away? Son Heung-min. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. De Bruyne. Lacroix gets across to intercept that. High. Looking for the run. Great vision. And this is Bergkamp. And it's Camavinga. Szoboszlai gets a foot in here. De Bruyne. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Haaland. Now then, the ball's come loose. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Spread to the right. Now it's Szoboszlai. He is through here. This looks promising. Here comes terrific effort. And he's stuck it away. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Oh, he's bustling, and the shot! And that's a tidy finish. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Gol! Ha segnato all'81esimo minuto, numero 7.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Nice-looking ball. Oh, he's been caught on it! Takes a shot! Oh, good finish! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now this could be a chance. Gyökeres! And the pass is intercepted. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Haaland. And here's Shevchenko. That's an excellent interception. Neymar. Camavinga has a look and plays it forward.
That's going in strongly.
Il quarto uomo indica 4
4
minuti
added
di
minutes
recupero.
on the board. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bergkamp, De Bruyne, Alexander-Arnold. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Look at the space here. Opts to play it back. Quality ball. That's a little off target. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Any reflections on what you... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. We are just getting started. Looking for the far post, and it's safely in the keeper's hands. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary. And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Zielinski can get it clear. Santos have the chance to go the other way. Matheus Cunha. Space for him to turn and look. No, that's been intercepted. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too...
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, there's the clearance. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Camavinga. Shot a goal! Goal! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the first... It's Son Heung-min! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Kane. Ferran Torres. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Ferran Torres. And the finish! And for a moment, time stood still. This is their second corner of the game. Played in. And he's taking no chances there. Referee's given a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Edmilson. Played out to the left flank. Looking for options for movement. Camavinga. Ruben Neves. And he's gone backward here. Decent chance! And he's quick to get rid. And it's Camavinga. And this is Son Heung-min. Chance! So, third corner of the game. Here's the header! Nearly, but not quite. Walsh. Arhan. And the shot! Off the post!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Walsh. And here's Son Heung-min. Hangs in across.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Lacroix. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Ferran Torres.
That's good play from him.
Great chance! It's a loose ball. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Van Dijk. Shevchenko. Stood up well to him there. And it's Ruben Neves. And that pass has been well intercepted. Matheus Cunha engages and forces him off the ball. This looks promising. He'll try from distance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Matheus Cunha. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess. The second half is up and running. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Arhan. Now that looks a decent ball. Good ball, good take. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's being shifted off it. Arhan. He's having a hit! It is a very, very good save.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And that's gone loose. Edmilson. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Looking for the run. Ferran Torres. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's well spotted. Ferran Torres is being harried and hassled.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible...
Ruben Neves! Oh, what has happened here? Messi. Tries a shot! And it's in! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And now he has 2. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning.
Tries one from range. Kane. Ferran Torres. It's gone out for a throw-in. Santos can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving...
Oh, they could be caught out here. He has found the way through. A lot of space. There's the shot! And a neat finish. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one...
He's going for goal! Brilliant from Ruben Neves! A finish right from the top draw! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. I think there's...
And he shoots! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And it's Camavinga. Can he finish? And no mistake! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the attention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Ferran Torres!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Ruben Neves. Shevchenko. To Messi. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Oh, that's delightful. Great ball if he can get there. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Ferran Torres. He's in a great position here. Shifted it to the flank. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's having a shot! And he steered it beyond the post. Robertson. And it's Caicedo. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's been caught napping! Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oyarzabal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Messi does really well to win the ball there. It's a smartly directed ball. Can he spark a counter here? Son Heung-min. They're urging him to shoot. It's Son Heung-min!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Played in by Son Heung-min. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss. And we're done. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavour. So welcome to a day of high ambition, high aspiration and expectation. Just 1 point required and a brighter future is in the bag. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central character. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. He's shifting through the gears here. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And the pass is intercepted. Ferran Torres. Zielinski in acres of space out wide. And it's Götze. He's going for goal! Oh, it's come off the upright. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ferran Torres! Ferran Torres looking sharp there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Akanji gets across to intercept that. Ferran Torres. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That pass has been well intercepted. Distributed tidily. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's had it taken off him. Robertson going forward. It's a pretty loose pass. Change of plan here, perhaps.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Oh, easy pickings there. Still goalless at the moment. That's a good ball out wide.
That's positional goal. The utilisation of space.
That is a brilliant interception. Robertson. Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Son Heung-min clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Mbappe. That's destined for the flank. Ferran Torres picks it up out wide.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min running at top gear. Zielinski. Zielinski stood his ground strongly. Tries to play it through, and there's green grass ahead of him. Decent chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Borussia Dortmund have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Zielinski.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Robertson. And he thumps it clear. No way through there. And it's Camavinga. Nicely weighted ball. That's put paid to the danger. Zielinski. Knocks it into space. Ferran Torres. Alexander-Arnold. Here's Zielinski. Robertson. He's picked his way through. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Plenty. So, a temporary halt to the action. So, a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second. And a chance! And no mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authority.
Shoots! Messi. And it's Götze. Now this could be a chance. Son Heung-min. Oh, this looks sharp. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He is through here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Alexander-Arnold, played out to the left flank. Oh, nicely intercepted. Fagioli. Defending was strong and firm. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! No, not quite.
Borussia Dortmund really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Robertson. Ferran Torres. And here's Mbappe. Wriggles his way through. Now it's Zielinski. Well read, and the danger is averted. Here's Zielinski. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's found a way through. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Ferran Torres. And it's Fascioli. Oh, that's a fine interception. Ferran Torres. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ferran Torres. Tries one from range. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Ake. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ball swung in. He'll try from distance. Ake can get it clear. Well, they could break here. And he's managed to get free. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's chance! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
Quality ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Ake cuts it out. Now it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold shapes to shoot! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Oh, good climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Lacroix. And it's Zielinski. Zielinski.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Didn't quite work for him. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Has been
He's got away. Great chance! And he has his goal! Deep into injury time! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Shift in momentum, perhaps. Pass somewhat off target. Looking to play him in. Ferran Torres takes a shot! And that's it. They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence. And I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. So welcome to a day of high ambition, high aspiration and expectation.
everybody, and
Just
welcome
1
to
point
today's
required
match.
and a brighter future is in the bag. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Now it's Son Heung-min. He's found a way through. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Camavinga. Camavinga unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of...
And Messi! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got away. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Well, that has not gone well. Arhan. Can he get on the end of this? Akanji calmly anticipates. Mbappe is herring after that one. Now it's Son Heung-min. Played into space. It's out for a goal kick. Camavinga.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Mbappe. Ødegaard. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's played it in low. Arhan. That's a little off target. And it's Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, easy pickings there. Now this could be a chance.
Son Heung-min really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Roberto Carlos. He is through here. High. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. It's just beyond his reach. And it's Camavinga. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nice interception, well timed. Ødegaard. Messi. Messi makes a dash for it. High. Well, that pass isn't the best. Akanji. Bui. Now Ødegaard. Haaland.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's in a great position here, and he's managed to get free. Big chance, corner. And we have our very first corner. Takes a shot! And again! It's in! Oh, huge goal! Massive goal! They hit the reset button, and we're back where we were. So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Camavinga. And he welcomes it in. Mbappe. And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's played it long. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's come loose. And this is Kane.
There will be 1 minute
Great vision.
time.
Looking for options for movement. And it's half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today. Substitution on the field, number 23, number 11.
And that's the second half started.
Number 33, number 14, Erling Haaland.
And that has left him in a heap.
Number 3.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's got the beating of his man. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, this is a great Lewandowski! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very...
Shapes to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Roberto Carlos. Akanji. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Son Heung-min charging forward, the ball at his feet. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Walsh. And it's Zielinski. 60 minutes played. Camavinga given the lift of his goal. Now it's Lewandowski. That is ended up in no man's land. Lacroix. Camavinga. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Son Heung-min. He's on the finish! And he's found the net! They have turned it round, and they are celebrating. There was to be only one outcome.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Akanji has been caught there, it's a foul. And the referee has shown... Now it's Cirksay, Ødegaard, Camavinga, Lewandowski. Threads one in.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Lewandowski. Ferran Torres. Can he get onto this? Valverde. He's looking wide. He has found the way through. They're urging him to shoot. Tries a shot! And one more try! A real chance and a real let-off.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Ruben Neves.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the voices from the stands are becoming that much more frantic now. They are doing everything they can to help the team.
Well, it's often understated, but they can have an impact on games like this. It's time to respond in kind, up their game.
He's had a shot! Oh, good finish! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Barcelona dragged themselves back again.
Barcelona really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
And this is Lewandowski, over to the right flank. Boy. Cross deflected behind for a corner. The message is simple, defend this with your lives.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Son Heung-min. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Ødegaard. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cirksay. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. It has ended level, but most importantly, they are up a level. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? This has got to be one of the best days of their careers for some of the players. No matter how you do it, if the table says you're good enough, then you're there on merit. It's no surprise some are getting quite emotional about this now.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the Regional Police Department.